Hi everybody, it's Stephanie out here on location at the Sahara West Gallery in Las Vegas. It's May 10th, 2017, here with the wonderful artist, Ben Pangilinan. Hey Ben, thanks for letting me...
My pleasure. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Super.
Hey, Ben, I met you before and I wrote up a look at all these questions. Okay, there's a lot, but we're going to go right through them. Originally you're from the Philippines, right?
Yeah, I was born there. My employer there sent me to New York to study business development by the banks in New York for 2 years. Well, at the same time, I took up my master's degree in business in St. John's University. I was 26.
You got your master's degree here.
Right.
And you got your bachelor's in Philippines.
Correct.
Okay, and you worked in the finance industry.
Right. I decided to be a stockbroker on Wall Street. I work as a financial planner, actually, selling securities, life insurance, annuities, and so forth, including gold.
I would love to do another video just on that, on tips for people, right? I mean, you could do a whole YouTube channel just on tips on gold and financial investments and all whatever. Okay.
Yeah. And then...
By the way, I like gold. Here's some gold. Okay.
Okay. Pretty.
Thank you. Now, how much do you think these are worth? Let's get into your artwork.
Okay. I got an interest in painting during my first years in the financial industry. I also had some training, special training in New York. I was probably about 35. And I got really interested in abstract paintings after I went to Europe because I needed therapy and vacation a little bit because
your stressful job selling
my business was really stressful.
Yes.
So by accident I had the opportunity to see great paintings by the masters, so to speak.
Yeah, in Europe.
Yes, in Europe, and then in New York, of course. New York is one of the art capital in the U.S. So my exposure was really something.
You had some really rich exposure. Yes, MoMA, Museum of Modern Art, and the Guggenheim, and other.
Whitney. Yes, and the Metropolitan. Those have great influences in me, including works by Jackson Pollock.
The dripping. He put the canvas on the ground and then walked around dripping paint, right?
Yes. He had an influence in me. Of course, Picasso had an influence in me. Miro. Appel, the great Karel Appel, who is a Dutch painter. Oh. He had the most influence in me.
Wow.
Yeah, my style.
And then you wanted to buy this artwork, not necessarily paint.
Yeah, I wanted to buy some of them, but of course I couldn't afford them.
Yes.
At that time, I was just starting in New York. I had to increase my skill or hone my skills in painting.
Okay, so then what happened? How you studied under a private tutor?
Under a private tutor in New York. There are so many seminars in them, and then of course during that time I was exposed to the computer. Technology right then was not as good as now.
Yes.
So I looked into that, but I mainly painted abstracts manually, paint brushes, and then
oil paint.
Oil paint, right? Acrylic sometimes.
When you painted with oil, did you paint in an open area so that the fumes would be diluted or whatever?
No, I always painted, believe it or not, on my free time at night.
At home?
Yes.
In a little room?
Actually in the living room. Sometimes when I moved to New Jersey, I did it in my garage.